Chris, welcome to Ink and Ember in Stamford and to the Ink to Soundwaves Writing Competition Award Ceremony. You were the runner-up for the adult short story. Limited to just 600 words. Where did you find the competition and what inspired you to enter?
I want to be an author.
Okay.
That's the goal. So I sort of came to it a couple of years ago and went, right, I've got to start writing then.
Mm-hmm.
Like any author, I've got sort of 3 books on the go and struggling to get through. Saw the competition come up and thought, short story, that's a good place to start. So we wrote that, and yeah, found out I've been shortlisted, which is great. Great to come as runner up, which is really nice. It's pretty much my first short story that I've written. So yeah, really pleased with that, and yeah, now try and finish the full novels.
How did you find it being limited to 600 words? Because I was speaking to a few people before they entered, and they were like, I'm on 3,000 words. I don't know how to get it down. And I said, maybe you need to start again with something you can condense.
Yeah, it's difficult. It's difficult to create a narrative that's engaging within 600 words. It's only just over a page. I think my work helps. I work in communications, and a lot of that is distilling complicated things into something that's readable and someone can get through in a few minutes.
Yeah.
So I think that really helped. And then I think just starting and understanding that your characters aren't going to be as full as they would in a novel, and just being like, surface is enough, get a bit of narrative, get an ending somewhere, and then work from there. I mean, I think my first one was about 800, so needed a couple hundred, but it was okay.
So your story is set on a train.
Yeah.
Have you ever worked on trains, or what inspired you to write about trains?
No, never worked on a train. It comes from what you see around you, I think. Last year, my wife and I, we lived in Dubai, and I had a 45-minute commute every day from our home to my office, and it's really boring after a few weeks. So you just start looking around you, think, what might they be doing? Who are they, talking to? What are they doing after work, and all that sort of thing. So it sort of just came from there, the different relationships that you see in those micro sort of interactions that people have on a train, and I think that sort of talks a lot about who they are as a person as well.
Inspired by your surroundings. I've already asked a couple of the writers tonight whether they've been inspired at all by our surroundings here in Rutland and Stamford. Have you been inspired by anything yet in your writing?
I mean, it's hard not to be inspired by this sort of area. I mean, Stamford's an incredible place. I mean, I read a lot from Adam Croft, and he writes from Rutland, and I've spoken to him before and said, you stole my ideas. I thought about this first. But yeah, it's a great place. It's a great place to set, especially things that are maybe a bit sinister, because it's sort of quite a sort of a different oxymoron to the town. So yeah, not in my writing yet, but could well be.
One day. Well, really looking forward to seeing what comes next from you. And thank you so much for entering our competition and for inspiring other people to get involved, hopefully, if we ever do another one.
Much appreciated. Thank you for putting it on.
Thank you very much.